Hello again, my nomies. Welcome back to the MT and me, where we've got another exciting, dramatic episode for you today. Once again, we focus on humankind against technology, man against machine, me against the brake drum. Good to have all of you back here with us once again. I really appreciate you joining me here on the MT and me. Last week, we kind of reached a all too familiar stopping point in getting this brake drum off of Pearl. Once again, I recapped that whenever we got Pearl, the left side rear wheel was completely locked up, and it took forever to get that brake drum off. And of course, we finally did, and as you know, we recently got that. I'm really a lot of trouble with this glove. New gloves here, and we're gonna leave it like that. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, we had a lot of trouble getting that brake drum on the left side off because the shoe had slipped and it was all locked up. And you know that story all too well. But that's all said and done. This time around, we managed to get everything taken off on the right side here because we want to go in and put new brake shoes and springs on this one. Should be all we have to do to it. Should be. So, we got all the nuts and bolts off. We got the floating axle out. The nuts are out. The bearings are out. This drum should slide off right now. And it's obviously not. I think... Oh! Wait a minute. It's coming. Well, okay. So it came off. It did. It just came right off. And I don't know if you can tell, but I really wasn't expecting that. So, hey, all right. Oh, it's got junk in it. No wonder. It's full of dirt. I'm not surprised. Okay. Well, you might can tell I really was not expecting that to happen. But it did. It's here. It's off. And that's it for this week's show. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time around. No, I'm only kidding. I wouldn't cheat you that way. Now that we do have the brake drum off, let me set it to one side because we're going to have to... It's going to need some serious cleaning. I'm not sure if you can see down inside here or not, but there's just dirt right there. A lot of grease buildup around the axle. Pretty dirty around the rim, the edge here. So yeah, definitely needs a good cleaning. And we will definitely take care of that. But not right now. For now, I'm going to set this over here. Oh, those things are heavy. I think I mentioned they weigh somewhere around 50, 60 pounds each. 45, 50. I've never really weighed one. That's just a guesstimation. But it's more than I like to toss around, okay? So yeah. Let's see what the inside of this side of the brakes looks like. And it looks like the answer to that would be pretty nasty. First of all, those brake shoes are smooth as can be. They are worn. So yeah, good thing we got some new ones to go in there. Everything looks like it's been setting up for 15, 16 years. I can't imagine why that would be. You got all kinds of spider webs in here. Everything looks rusted. But everything is in place. And it's all there. So, first thing we need to do, I think, is let's just brush some of the dirt out. See what we can just get surface-wise. Make a very big improvement just getting the spider webs out. Lots of dust. Lots of dust. Jeez. I think I'm seeing why I hesitated when I was trying to pull it off. It was just stuck there because of the dirt and grime. Entirely possible. Let's look at parts. Honestly, the springs don't look too bad. But I've got new ones, so yeah, I mean, they are rusty, so, and these little holders here look like they could snap at any time. So yeah, I've got to take them all out to get these brake shoes out anyway. So sure thing, that's gonna, if I do that, I may as well replace the springs. The cylinder looks okay. The parking brake assembly looks okay. It's a little dirty and rusty, but I think I'm gonna leave it, assuming I can get to this spring without, I may have to disconnect it and pull it up out of the way to do that. I think I did that on the other side. So there's that. Looks like the adjustment is all okay. Here again, it's got to come out to change shoes, so we'll give it a good cleaning. The basic backing plate is in good condition. I'm not worried about that. So, yeah, I think everything's good. Something else I've been anxious to see here. On the other side, whenever I reassembled the parking brake arm and the cable that goes to it, I was concerned that I'd pulled the cable a little bit this direction in order to work with it, and I was concerned that I had it too far out. that this was not in the right position. But looking at this one, the other side is about where this one is. So maybe I didn't do too badly after all. That makes me feel a little bit better about it. All right. One thing I do want to do while we're looking at this is compare the wear on these shoes to the new ones. Okay, this is the new back shoe. You can see the difference. Thickness wise, yeah, these are a little bit thicker, but the surface is what you can really feel. This surface is just as smooth as it can be. This is more like fine sandpaper. Of course, it won't stay that way. As you use your brakes, it wears it down. That's what brake shoes do. But nonetheless, yeah, these are not completely worn out, but they do need replacing. So we're going to do it. I should also note these are the older style of brake shoe. They have tiny holes in them here, like here and here, and on the other end here at the bottom you can see maybe the little rivet. There's one right there, there's one right there that actually hold these shoes on. So new shoes don't have that. They are bonded to the metal mount. I don't know how they do it, but they're on there and they stay there. And there's no screws or rivets holding them in place. There are no holes or gaps on this surface whatsoever. So yeah, it's a bit of an improvement. And as you can also see, these are perfect replacements. I mean, come on, they fit the other side. I see no reason why they shouldn't fit this side too. So, we get our first look at the inside of the right side rear wheel of Pearl. And if you remember working on the left, this is just a mirror image of it. That's the way they are. They're put together the same way, except the everything is reversed because it's on the other side. So I don't see any problems or issues with the brakes as they stand now. There's a good chance I could put that drum back on after cleaning it, of course, and put this whole axle back in, assembly, and put the wheels back on, and these brakes would work fine for a while. But they would be better if I go ahead and change them and get the new springs and pads in on this side as well, so that the braking action would match on both wheels. The spring tensions would be the same, pads would be the same size, things like that. It's just common. In radio, we'd call it good engineering practice. That if you do one side, you do the other side. So, I got the springs, I got the pads, and I've got all this that now I need to work on. I just don't think I actually have time today to get started on it, though. We got the drum off. That was my big goal coming out here today and this week. I thought it was going to be a little more of a problem because this thing wasn't budging last week. And when I came out here today, I kind of had it, I guess, in the back of my mind that, okay, if I just keep rocking it back and forth, it will kind of worm its way along that axle and eventually come off, because I could tell it was moving a little bit. When we started rocking it last week, it moved enough to push the bearings out where I could reach them with pliers and pull them out of the way. So I knew that it was wobbling a little bit. It was moving. It just wasn't going right off of there. And so I kind of figured today, whenever I came out, that's what we would do. We'd sit here and spend 5 or 10 minutes wobbling until it finally reached a point that I could pull it on off. Well, instead I went wobble, bleh, handful of brake drum all of a sudden, and here we are. So yeah, I think in the opening I promised you an exciting, dramatic program. Well, I guess it turned out to be a little anticlimactic, although it was much more surprising than I expected it to be, because I'm genuinely surprised when the thing came loose and came out. I think... Oh, wait a minute. It's coming. Well, okay. I was not prepared for that. I'm glad I actually caught it on the way down. And also, I should note, I managed to do it without smashing a finger this time. You remember, I crushed a finger, lost a fingernail over getting the other one off. So it's all good. It's all good. We've brushed out our brake assembly here, brushed it, cleaned it up a little bit. We still have to brush out, scrub, and clean up the brake drum itself, because it needs quite a bit of work on it. And beyond that, I guess we'll be ready to get started disassembling this brake assembly. Like I said, I'm not going to do that today because I'm going to be running out of time here. It is getting quite cloudy here, and I can also hear some thunder off in the distance. So, in view of all that, I'm going to call it a day. We got the drum off. We're ready to start to work on the inside of the wheel. That'll be next time here on the MT and Me. Thank you so much for watching my Nomies. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure and join us next time around, okay? Love you guys. Thanks again. I'm Russ, and we'll talk later.